Hashtag Munchies every week, answering your food questions, getting you set up for quarantine. How maybe can you use the rest of that food in the pantry and the refrigerator? You can always ask LSU's executive chef, Michael Johnson, right here on Off the Bench every Thursday with us. Good morning, Chef. How are you?
Morning, fellas. I'm doing well.
Biggest thing you miss while quarantining?
Oh, man, that's easy. That's fishing. You know, I'm a fisherman by and large, and it's been driving me crazy. You know, my brother went fishing without me a couple weekends ago, and I had to find out over social media, and you'd have thought he'd kick me or something. It was pretty harsh.
Wow. Is he even your brother at this point? I mean, these are the questions that have to be asked.
So wait, Chef.
You know.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I rely on him to go fishing because it's his boat, and I've been working on this very elaborate process, which involves me riding in the back end of his truck all the way to Fouchon to be able to get it done.
So that's good fishing down there, too.
So you've lived up on the on the upper West Coast in Seattle and the state of Washington, obviously down here in the South. Explain a little bit of difference of the fishing from down here in South Louisiana to the West Coast.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, man. If you've ever gone salmon fishing, you know frustration because that's not a normal fish, and they like to frustrate you. The fishing down here is definitely better. You know, I like to bow fish as well, but
I love that.
There's a lot more species down here, and they're more active fish in the warm water. Fishing in Seattle, it's frustrating.
What's the tastiest fish, Chef?
You know, I like lemon fish to cobia, to be honest with you. It's probably my favorite fish.
All right, let's get to some of our Munchies questions. We're talking to Executive Chef Michael Johnson. He's over there at LSU right now feeding all the LSU student-athletes. This comes from Ricky Compton. Chef, what's your favorite cereal that's not at all healthy?
Not at all healthy.
Yes.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is kind of my favorite.
Yeah. Oh,
Damn.
thank you. That is a correct answer.
Jason Ray Estee asks, hashtag Muncie Chef, what's the dish best served using peanut butter, a snack or a meal?
Peanut butter. You know, I like to do that fried peanut butter and banana sandwich like Elvis Presley did, to be honest with you. It's not healthy for you at all, but, man, it's good.
Wait, fried, where was the fried in there? It was peanut butter, banana. What's fried?
Fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. You put bacon on it as well, and you deep fry it. You batter it and deep fry it.
Elvis ate that?
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Hashtag Munchies. Is bobbing the tea bag the proper method, or do you just let it sit?
Say that again now.
Is bobbing the tea bag the proper method, or do you just let it sit when making tea?
You know, I bob, but I think it's just out of habit. I think that if as long as you steep it, it's fine. But it does. To me, it seems like it comes out a little faster when you bob it.
Okay.
Hashtag Munchies. Is there such thing as an unsweet tea?
Oh, goodness. Lord, I hope not.
Hashtag Munchies. What's the biggest difference between cooking for pro versus college athletes?
You know, I would compare it to baseball, and the college athletes, I think, are more appreciative of it. To be, by and large, for sure. I've definitely had some pro athletes turn their nose to some food, and I've actually had a couple of bad experiences in the clubhouse before with some pro athletes. So,
okay. So this is actually a question that I wanted to ask you. We were talking to Joey Molinaro, comedian, and he's talking about getting up in front of the Saint staff and bombing. Have you ever had like a bombing type of moment where on a big stage you had to make this big meal, it just didn't go well?
Whew. Not that I can think off the top of my head. I've definitely had some challenging moments. You know, we fed 40,000 people at CenturyLink one time, and it was 500,000 pieces of food in 5 hours. That made you pull your hair out of.
How do you oversee that?
It took a lot. I mean, we literally spent 3 months of planning, and it all got executed in a very short amount of time. It's crazy.
Munchie segment right here on Off the Bench, ESPN Radio in Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. Executive Chef Michael Johnson from LSU every Thursday during this segment. Hashtag Munchies inside the huddle for your questions. Here's one from an anonymous user, Chef. Hashtag Munchies. Any secrets to a homemade smoothie?
You know, I think I don't know. You know, I like to juice my fruit and put a little pulp back in it. I like the fiber in it, and I like to use an auger grinder or an auger juicer to do so. But I don't know. I don't like to put cream in mine either. I just like it fresh fruit and a little honey in it.
Ooh.
So is there like a smoothie station within the nutrition center for the athletes to grab and go on the fly?
They have smoothie stations at their fuel up stations. There's 2 or 3 throughout the campus that they can go to. I don't actually have one in the kitchen or at the nutrition center, but there is one in the weight. I think there's one in every weight room actually.
Hashtag Munchies. Who is the chef's favorite celebrity chef?
Oh goodness, that's a tough one. I like Jacques Pepin, but I'm not sure he's a celebrity, but he's definitely one of my favorite famous chefs, and he's the real deal.
Hashtag Munchies. Chef, I have gained 75 pounds since the quarantine started. Any meals that burn more calories eating them than they add?
I think this is just about calorie in, calorie out. And if you're sitting at home and you're not getting a lot of exercise, you need to be consuming lower calorie foods like fruits and vegetables. If you're getting up and exercising, fats and proteins are full of calories and will help burn. But if you're not getting any, you got to exercise. It goes hand in hand.
Hashtag Munchies. Is this true? Grease is the best hangover remedy?
Well, I've tried it myself, and it seems to work. So.
Hashtag Munchies. What's the secret to a good homemade pizza crust?
Ooh.
Goodness, that's a tough one there. I think letting it rest, when you need the dough.
Yeah.
I also like olive oil in my crust.
Uh-huh.
It seems to make it a little bit more tender, and it kind of crisps up real nice.
Hashtag Munchies. If a buddy chef prepared their new dish for you and it was the worst thing you ever ate, how honest would you be?
I'm brutally honest. If you ask me a question, I'm gonna tell you an answer. And if I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you.
Have you ever had like maybe an assistant or a student come up to you and you've had to shut them down?
Yeah, I've had a student before. I used to teach at LCI, and we had a student that failed to clean their dish properly, and it had a chemical reaction with some of the substance or some of the chemicals that was in the pot, and boy, it turned out awful. And I don't think that person tasted the dish before they gave it to us, and I don't recall ever having made an uglier face in my life.
Hashtag Munchies. Chef, what's the best method to cook a good steak?
Pure and simple, to be honest with you. I like a charcoal grill, and I also just like I rub it with a little oil. I also like to toast my peppercorns before I crunch them, but I only put kosher salt and black pepper on a steak. 2 minutes on each side, and keep turning it.
Whoa, 2 minutes! Oh wait, so keep turning. How hot is that? How hot is that grill? 2 minutes aside?
About 500, between 500 and 600. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, explain what you did with the peppercorn.
So you put peppercorns in a dry pan, and you turn them on to heat, and you move them around until they start smoking, and they toast them, and then you take them and you crunch them, and it develops a really deep flavor on it.
And you put that on post grill?
No, you put it on. You crack it, and then you put it on the steak.
Nice.
Yep.
Hashtag Munchies. Favorite aioli.
Favorite aioli. I like a pure and simple lemon aioli.
Hashtag. I got a question, Chef. So every day we're in here, there's this knife infomercial that plays. I've been thinking a lot about knives lately. Do you have any knife guidelines for any of us aspiring quarantine chefs?
A sharp knife is a safer knife, to be honest with you. You need to keep a sharp knife. And another thing is I see people run their knife blade down their sharpening steel 10 or 12 times, and that just kind of defeats the purpose. It only takes 2 or 3 times to keep the knife sharp and get everything back in order.
So there for like 20 minutes the other day. You're just like running back and forth like, it's still so dull. What is going on here? I think I need a new knife. Hashtag Munchies. And, okay. Oysters, raw, char grilled, or mountain?
Definitely char grilled.
Okay.
I stick away from the mountain meal.
Have you ever had testicles?
I have. I grew up on a farm, and we used to have fries. To be honest with you, and I'm not too keen on them.
Chef Michael Johnson, every Thursday here on Off the Bench, he's LSU's executive chef. Chef, how's the facility running now here during the third week of quarantine on campus?
Everybody's in good spirits. It changes. It continues to change and continues to be challenging. And you know, as a chef, I never thought that I'd be thinking about my kitchen as much as a hospital, but it kind of is, and we have to treat it that way. And so, you know, we're keeping our distance and making sure that everything's running smoothly and safely. But, you know, we're still feeding the kids, and they're still appreciative of it. I haven't been interacting with them as much because I've been back in the kitchen. We've had a few of our personnel opt to stay home, which is, you know, understandable and respectable. But, you know, everybody's in good spirits, so we're grateful to be there.
Chef, keep up the good work. We'll talk to you next Thursday. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, fellas.